Hello, Leo. Thanks for joining me. My name is Ginger of Tarot by Ginger, and I will be reading tarot for the week of, what week is it? July 25 to 31, 2022. What day is it? This will be a reading for the consciousness of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is not a personal reading. It's a general reading. And if you'd like to schedule a reading with me, my website is below the video. Okay, you can do that there. Thank you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You've been very helpful in helping me to grow my channel, and I really appreciate that. So if you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video, and share it with friends and family who also enjoy tarot. That's great. Thank you. Okay, let's see. I am going to pull 2 oracle cards for you. One from the Elemental Oracle and one from Gateway of Light Activation. And then we'll get the energies of the week, and then we will go into the tarot reading. So let's see. I've already called in my spirit guides and teachers, and they are very present to help me do the reading for Leo for this week. So it's Leo season. Happy birthday, Leo. Happy birthday. Thanks for inviting me to your party. Okay, here we go for Leo. Let's see, what do the guides have for Leo? Gravity, groundedness. Oh, these are pretty cards. Groundedness. Very nice. All right, I'll pull the cards first, and then we'll read the book. Okay, and Gateway of Light Activation. Do we have for Leo this week? For this week, the consciousness of Leo. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay. You have Higher Heart Activation. Dropping shields, divine love, and your heart is healed. A portal. It's a portal for you. A portal of compassionate love. Healing love. Okay, let's see what these cards say. So the Gravity card from Elemental Oracle. Number 39. It says, seek a grounded perspective. Let's see. Gravity is the natural force that causes all things with mass and energy to be attracted to each other. This includes planets, galaxies, light, and yes, even apples. Are there apples there? Okay, apples falling out of the tree, right? Newton. The famous story about Isaac Newton, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Gravity, didn't think you needed all the science about gravity. Gravity still remains one of the most studied forces in physics. Gravity is a fantastic element to include in your workings for groundedness. And when you feel untethered because of trauma or things going too fast, breathing, putting your awareness in your feet, and asking gravity to do its thing is good, solid magic. So this is the element of earth. Gravity. Take a deep breath to keep your feet on the ground. Okay, and then Higher Heart Activation. Page 88. The higher heart chakra is the most ascended form of the heart chakra. It's found in the center of the chest in the heart region and is seen clairvoyantly as a pink color. The reason that this energy center is pink is because it's the opposite complementary of green. which is red with the white light of spirit. All right. Through this stargate of the heart, we have the potential to connect with divine love, the love that exists in all things, and experience the heaven within. Okay. It's a stargate. Very pretty. This card transports us to the higher heart space, where we can recognize that love is not an external essence, but a light we hold within. It has been there through every lifetime. When the higher heart becomes active, it's a recognition that the search for love has ended, and the excavation of the heart has finally begun. To connect, place your hand on your heart and affirm, I am love. Love is my truth. Love is my inheritance. I allow love to be my experience. I am love. The message is you have experienced much fear, separation, and heartache in your lifetime. This has encouraged you to close off and shield yourself from possible hurt. For a long time, you've been trying to open yourself back up, but have been concerned about being far too vulnerable. This card shows you have realized that love isn't something you have to work for or search out, but your divine inheritance. You have also recognized that this energy isn't something that comes through relationships or external experiences, but is your natural state of being. Yes, yes. The more you close off from your true self. The more you drop your shields, the more love is revealed. The more you express the love you are, the more it is reflected back to you. Love is your truth. And that is right. It is our inheritance. And I have done a lot of work on my heart chakra over the years because it was very closed down. I had big walls around most of my chakras probably. But I can remember as I was allowing it to open, did I feel vulnerable? Yes. At the time and afterward I did, but it was okay. I was in a safe place. I felt safe, and I didn't need to talk about it. There was no need to talk about it, so nobody even needed to know. And it's okay to be vulnerable. That's something I've learned, which probably has helped me to open up my heart chakra. Knowing that it's okay to be vulnerable and that I don't need to share that information with everybody, helps me to be more vulnerable and to open my heart chakra. So, Leo, when we are sensitive people and easily hurt, something in here is kind of key, because it's not about what the other person does to us. It's because when somebody does something hurtful to us, that tells me that they're in pain. So what is their pain about? I don't need to take on the hurt. I don't need to take on the emotion that they're trying to place on me. I have my boundaries, and I can just accept that this person is hurt, and that's why they're reacting, which is what they're doing. They're reacting. So one way to understand when people treat us unkindly is to recognize that they are hurt. Okay, that's something that has helped me a lot. All right, so we're dealing with gravity, having your feet on the ground, taking a deep breath. And for a fire sign, deep breath means more passion, right? Oxygen increases the fuel. So being grounded is good for fire signs. And then we have the energy of, oh my goodness, of water with the heart center. So we're dealing fire and water, and you know what? When fire and water are together, you can make steam, which is a very powerful force, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And steam directed is a very helpful force in the world. Okay, let's get with your reading, with your tarot reading. Leo, I'm using Bonefire Tarot, and I like my decks. I love all my cards. You know, if I don't, sometimes I've been known to start reading with a deck and say, oh, this is not doing anything, and putting it down and picking up another one. That has happened from time to time. But anyway, Bonefire Tarot, great deck. Okay, here we go for Leo. Okay. What does Leo need to know for clarity, peace of mind, and a clear direction forward? Thank you. Here we go. Okay, we have the King of Coins. Card is so abundant that you can hardly fit anything else in there. King of Coins. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Not sure what that is. Nine of Swords, anxiety, fear, anxiety, worry, judgment. In this card, this girl, there are people, you can see people on this woman's face and on her neck, and it's as though she feels she's being judged. That, you know, this card has a different meaning, but I just want to point that out. She's got all these people there. She feels that she's being judged. And I think she also feels that it's life sometimes is like the roll of the dice. You know, you never know. Is Lady Luck going to be with me? So that's an interesting point of view that I'm picking up from the cards right now. Then we have the Ace of Swords. Victory. This is victory. That's what I'm going to say about that right now. The High Priestess, of course, Leo is mystical. Leo is the king of, Leo is affiliated with the Queen of Wands, very mystical queen. Wheel of Fortune, wow, nice. Wheel of Fortune. The Emperor, huh, interesting. Kind of looks like the Hermit, but it's the Emperor. The great leader. Leo is a great leader. The Two of Coins. Doing a lot of juggling. But you're an expert at it. You're very good at it. You're very good at that. And then the last card is the Knight of Coins. My favorite. They got the turtle down there because he is slow-moving energy. He's an earth sign. He's slow-moving. But there's a reason for that. He's very deliberate. He thinks of things in an intentional way. So let's see what we have for you, Leo. Staying grounded. You may be feeling quite vulnerable right now. Feeling some fear, although you probably are not going to admit that to anybody. So that makes it even more difficult to deal with it and makes you feel more vulnerable because God forbid somebody finds out that Leo has a little bit of fear. You know, this guy right here, fearful, But you know what, even the lion from time to time will experience some fear. And it's easiest to acknowledge the emotion. See, because by not admitting to your fear, you're not acknowledging it, you're not letting it, you're not facing it, and you're not releasing it. So it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, King of Coins, King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Judgment. Everybody's looking at me. You know what? This is the first reading I think I've ever done where it feels very pronounced, that you feel as though you're feeling very self-conscious and vulnerable with that Judgment card. Not so much as it's a higher calling, but what I will say, because typically I see Judgment as the call of higher calling. Archangel Gabriel is calling you to greater things. It's your time. It's your time. You've learned what you needed to learn. You've gained the wisdom. You've gained enough to be able to do what you're here to do in this life. If you overcome this, in overcoming this fear that is creating a lot of little troubles for you all around. I'm seeing like small little fires here and there. And if you're not looking at what's happening emotionally to you, little fires become a major wildfire. Hard to put out. So this reading is telling us that this is an issue for you. So you need to start looking at your problems, because people who mind don't matter, and people who matter don't mind, you know. So know who your friends are and find someone you can confide in about your emotions, because these are things that need to come out. You have everything you need in life. You have everything you need in the material world. You need nothing. There is great abundance around you. Yet you're having nightmares. Your fear and anxiety, worry, fear, anxiety keep you up at night, which makes this kind of situation even more difficult to deal with because you're not getting rest. Well, there's victory here. There's victory here for you. You have the Ace of Swords. And I just saw the lancing of a wound. That's just what I saw, the lancing of a wound, to let all the nasty stuff out of that wound. That's where your healing will come. You open it up and clean it out. You know, you go to a doctor with a wound that's infected. What is the doctor going to do? She's going to open that wound and clean it out. Let all of the negativity and all of the self-criticism and lack of self-forgiveness come out. It all needs to come out. This is a purification process you're going through, Leo, and now's the time. That's your judgment. Now's the time. Now is the time to get this done, because you have a future that's very important to accomplish, and you can't do that with this pain. I'm going to say that you're going to be very victorious. You're going to be victorious in lancing this wound and healing it up. The High Priestess is going to be your help. She doesn't think with a logical mind. Her mind is completely irrational, and as it should be. She's very smart. She knows what's happening, so let her be your guide. She could be relied upon to bring out what you need to look at, as though with great compassion. There's a lot of compassion here. The High Priestess is here to bring you compassion and help you work through this wound that needs to be healed. Wheel of Fortune is here. Times are changing. The times are changing. Times are changing. It's been a long haul of this fear. And I bet I just also got that you're wondering, how did I get here? Because it's as though you didn't even see it happening. It just kind of, it was progressive. It's progressive. And emotions are progressive. If we don't handle them, they become progressive. Things are changing. You're going to take the reins. With the Emperor, this is the card of Aries, another fire sign. You have the will, and the ability. You know, with this High Priestess and the Emperor together, a great strategy can be produced to win this battle. And that's kind of how it must feel, is a battle. There are the white rose and the red rose, purity and passion. And the Emperor always is holding the world in his hand, or a crystal ball or something. I think that's his connection to the divine. He holds it out and he says, what are we going to do next? Help me to discern a strategy, a winning strategy. That's what you're going to be doing with the High Priestess. You and the Emperor and the High Priestess are working together with you. Let them. You'll get intuitive hits. You'll just feel like you'll get a thought in your head, and it will be unfamiliar, and it will be a breath of fresh air. Write it down. Write this stuff down, because they're guiding you. They're guiding you to a place of healing. Two of Coins. Juggling a lot of things. Yep, there's a lot of emotions there to juggle. But there are also a lot of seeds in the ground waiting to grow. You see the plants there at the bottom of the card? There are seeds there just waiting to sprout. And so, yes, you're going to be feeling, I'm going to say, out of your element. I don't know why that, because out of your element, because you're fire. You're going to be in the waters. You're going to be in the watery depths. That's why you're going to feel out of your element. You're going to be in the watery depths of emotions. And feeling a little out of control over your emotions. And Leo does not like to feel out of control, not at all. But it's okay, because you know what? Every human being on earth feels a sense of out of controlness. People have panic attacks because they have a feeling of out of controlness from not dealing with their emotions. People will, use other substances or altered states of consciousness to avoid looking at their emotions. Leo, you are a person who brings healing to others through your sense of humor, through your leadership abilities, through your beautiful smile, through the sunlight that seems to follow you everywhere. You are a very healing presence to people. So how can the healer need healing? Well, a healer can't be a healer unless they have allowed that wound to be lanced and cleaned out. That's called the wounded healer. A healer really is not worth their mettle unless they've been wounded themselves. How do you understand people's experiences if you don't have wounds and haven't suffered and haven't experienced pain? Keep it's all about your pride. It's all about your pride. Let your pride take a back seat, because it's really not helping you. Your pride is ego, and the High Priestess really has no place. She's not interested in ego. She needs to be able to get through. So train your ego to step aside in favor of the High Priestess coming in, and let your pride down. The reading ends with the Knight of Coins. You know what? He's stability, loyalty. You're loyal, Leo. You're very loyal. You're stable. He's also a good leader, this guy. You know, if anything happened to the king, I mean, I would trust this guy to do the right thing. He's slow at what he does because, well, he can be stubborn, but also because he does things he deliberates. He's very intelligent. He wants to do the right thing. He's intelligent in the material plane. He doesn't need to have lofty ideas. How am I going to fix this right here in the here and now? Like an EMT. An EMT, you know, goes to a trauma, you know, where he's got to do triage. He can do things in the here and now. He's here to help you. Nice, very nice. Leo, let's see. I'm going to pull an Archangel Gabriel oracle card for you. So all in all, this reading is about healing, is about a wound that has become infected, and it just so happens to be related to your heart chakra. And you're feeling vulnerable. You may be feeling vulnerable. You may be feeling like people are looking at you because you're not feeling good about yourself, and you think that everybody can see that. And you know what? Who cares what everybody can see? Who cares? Everybody, you know, this is not about being judgmental. That's the first thing. Drop the judgment. That's your pride. You're very abundant. You have work to do in the near future because, as you might know, on the 31st, we have, you know, North Node stuff going on. So powerful personal development and change is coming our way. You have work to do. So do this work. You have the Ace of Swords right there, ready to help the High Priestess, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning around. I'm feeling like it's your attitude that's turning around. You know what? This is a challenge to you, Leo. When do you ever not take a challenge? This is a challenge to you to heal yourself so that you can be a great healer, so that you can understand what it's like to have pride that gets in your way. I mean, I think that, you know what? Pride that gets in our way is the nature of human beings. And the most humble people know most deeply about pride getting in the way. They know it, and that's why they're so humble, because it kind of breaks them. It breaks you. Your pride can break you. You have the Emperor, the High Priestess, working together to help you strategize the way, a method, a winning method of overcoming this pain and cleaning up the emotional energy that is just dragging you down. Just about changing your personality. Archangel Gabriel says, success. Congratulations, you did it. I'm going to say you're going to do it, Leo. You're going to do it. You're going to figure this out, because I'm feeling like you are tired of being sick and tired. You are tired of this. You are tired of feeling this way, and you know what? The opportunity for you to understand why you're feeling this way has presented itself. And now that you can see the thing, you can name it, you can do something about it. All right. Thank you for joining me, Leo. I wish you the best this week, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.